Have you ever thought about how much sugar you consume every day? Have you ever wondered if those delicious sweets, sodas, and sugar you add to coffee or other foods could hide a dark side? And are you aware that consuming too much sugar can even severely shorten your life? In this video, thanks to Buddhist wisdom and medical research, we will see 7 reasons why sugar is slowly killing you. And if you stay until the end, you will discover what to do to save yourself from this real white poison. But before continuing, if you are not one of us yet, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to know when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. A group of pilgrims, coming from every corner of the country, eagerly awaited the arrival of the venerable monk hero. Some were young and healthy, others bore the marks of time and disease. All, however, shared the same thirst for knowledge, the same hope of finding the way to a healthier and more fulfilling life. With a light step and a serene smile, the monk emerged from the shadows of the temple. His eyes, though marked by time, shone with a deep wisdom, accumulated over years of meditation and study. He sat down on a smooth rock, inviting the pilgrims to do the same. A respectful silence fell over the crowd as they all sat down, eager to hear his words. "Dear friends," he began in a calm voice, "today I will reveal to you a secret that could radically change your life. A secret that concerns a silent enemy, a sweet poison that hides in our kitchens, sugar." A murmur of surprise ran through the crowd. Sugar? Poison? How could something so pleasant and ubiquitous be harmful? The monk smiled sympathetically. "I understand your surprise," he said. "Sugar is so deeply rooted in our culture, in our habits, that it is difficult to imagine life without it. But I assure you, dear friends, that excess sugar is one of the main causes of suffering in the modern world." And in this talk, we'll explore 7 reasons why sugar is slowly killing you every day. We'll look at how this seemingly harmless ingredient can compromise your health, your beauty, and even your happiness. The first thing you need to understand is that sugar is a real energy thief. Imagine a farmer who, instead of eating brown rice and fresh vegetables, relies on sweets to get through the day in the fields. At first, he will feel full of energy, ready to work tirelessly, but soon his strength will disappear, leaving him exhausted and unable to complete his tasks. Sugar causes energy spikes and crashes, leaving you tired and irritable. It's like a flame that burns brightly but quickly goes out, leaving only ashes. Your body responds to sugar intake by releasing insulin, a hormone that helps transport sugar into your cells to be used as energy. However, excessive sugar consumption can lead to a rapid rise in blood sugar levels, followed by an equally rapid drop, causing that tired, irritable feeling that many of us are all too familiar with. The second reason why sugar is very harmful is related to your heart. Sugar is, in fact, the greatest enemy of your heart. Remember the merchant who, after years of traveling and banqueting, found himself with a tired heart and clogged arteries. He had given in too often to the temptation of sweets and sugary drinks, ignoring the signals of his body. Sugar increases the risk of heart disease. It is the #1 killer in the world. It fuels inflammation, clogs arteries, and weakens the heart, the temple of life. Like a polluted river, sugar-laden blood slowly eats away at the walls of blood vessels, setting the stage for heart attacks and strokes. Additionally, too much sugar can lead to obesity, another risk factor for heart disease. The heart, forced to work harder to pump blood through an overweight body, becomes tired and weakened over time. Sugar is the destroyer of your brain, Hero continued. Think of the scholar who, immersed in his books, took frequent breaks to enjoy sweet delicacies. Over time, his memory began to falter, his concentration became difficult, and his mood unstable. Sugar impairs your memory, concentration, and mood. It clouds your mind, preventing you from achieving clarity and inner peace. Like a thick fog, sugar envelops your brain, hindering the formation of new neural connections and accelerating cognitive decline. Additionally, recent studies have shown that too much sugar can increase your risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Sugar, dear pilgrims, is also a thief of beauty. Observe the young woman who, obsessed with her image, subsisted mainly on sugary foods. Her once radiant skin lost its luster, marked by premature wrinkles and dark spots. Sugar accelerates aging, causing wrinkles, spots, and loss of elasticity. It steals your youth and vitality, leaving only an empty shell. Like a ripe fruit left in the sun, skin exposed to excess sugar deteriorates rapidly, losing its freshness and natural beauty. Sugar, in fact, promotes the production of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate the aging process. Another reason why sugar kills us slowly is that it is a real deceiver. Imagine the child who, after tasting a candy, can no longer resist the temptation to eat more. Sugar is addictive, like a drug. It pushes you to want more and more, trapping you in a cycle of cravings and guilt. Like a gambler chasing the next win, the sugar-addicted brain constantly seeks immediate gratification, ignoring the long-term consequences. That's because sugar stimulates the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Sugar is also the #1 enemy of balance. Consider the couple who, despite numerous attempts, could not conceive a child. Their diet, rich in refined sugars, had unbalanced their endocrine system, compromising their fertility. Sugar unbalances the endocrine system, causing hormonal imbalances, fertility problems, and mood disorders. It disrupts the body's natural harmony, like an out-of-tune orchestra that produces only chaos and dissonance. Excess sugar can affect the production of key hormones such as insulin, cortisol, and sex hormones, with consequences ranging from weight gain to infertility, depression, and anxiety. Sugar, my dears, is a distributor of diseases of all kinds. Remember the wise old man who, despite his moderate life, fell ill with diabetes. His only vice was the daily consumption of sweets. Sugar increases the risk of diabetes, cancer, liver disease, and many other diseases. It is a seed of suffering that slowly grows in your body, weakening your defenses and opening the door to a myriad of diseases. Excess sugar can damage your liver, overworking it and promoting fat storage. It can also compromise your immune system, making you more susceptible to infection and disease. The monk paused, letting his words sink in. He looked at the attentive faces, some marked by worry, others lit up with a new awareness. For centuries, he continued, Buddhist wisdom has warned against excess, including too much sugar. Today, modern medicine is confirming what we've long known. Eliminating sugar from your diet is not just an act of discipline, but an act of self-love. It's a step toward a healthier, happier, more fulfilling life. The pilgrims listened in silence, their minds buzzing with thoughts. The monk smiled again, a warm, reassuring smile. Do not be afraid, he said. Life without sugar can be sweet and satisfying. Nature offers us a wide range of delicious and nutritious foods. Discover the pleasure of ripe fruits, crunchy vegetables, whole grains. Rediscover the true flavor of life, free from the chains of sugar addiction. If you really feel the need for a sweet, indulge in it in moderation, preferably after a main meal, to avoid glycemic spikes. And remember, balance and awareness are key. Choose whole foods, rich in fiber and nutrients. that will fill you up and give you lasting energy. Listen to your body and learn to recognize the signals of hunger and satiety. And above all, enjoy the journey to a healthier and more conscious life, a journey that will lead you to discover the true sweetness of life. With these words, the monks stood up and bowed. The pilgrims, inspired and determined, also stood up, ready to embark on a new journey towards a healthier and more conscious life. The sun shone brightly in the sky, illuminating their path. They were ready to leave the temple, taking with them not only the monks' wisdom, but also the hope of a sweeter future in the truest sense of the word. A future in which the pleasure of food would no longer be associated with addiction and disease, but with the joy of nourishing the body and mind with the best that nature has to offer.